I would definitely just say flat out stress relief. For a lot of us, this keeps us from, killing everyone else that we know.
It keeps us off the 9 o'clock news.
Yeah. Circle of Iron, honorable combat. You can have multiple people fighting in one group. You all have to know and agree. Limbs carry over. No backstabbing. Last one standing wins.
I am a leader, but you will not follow me. I ain't no preacher, for I'm full of blasphemy. See you in hell, boys. See you in hell, boys. Hey! Like an angel who'd been dancing with some devils, I'm a bad girl with a hope for a better day.
Can you describe how this specific group started up and when?
Way back in the 80s, we'd have to say it was 1979. Me and about 5 guys got together at the park with a knight from the FCA. We came down to the park and was showing rising snaps. His name was Sir Lassarian, God bless his soul. And from there it grew. I went off to the Navy, but thank God it passed generation to generation to generation. We met at a different park, and it was a lot of fun. Back then we didn't have structures. My mother taught us a bunch of vagabond rugrats. But we like to beat each other with what were we using back then? PVC wrapped in foam and fence stakes and a couple shenais. I had this great big mace about this big with a head about that big, made out of foam, and I used to rain terror on Tom before Tom became what Tom is now. And you can tell him I said that.
You'll see it.
Josh, when you started, what was the structure like? People, what was the turnout like?
When I started, the guy who actually brought me out here, Tom, was in charge, and there was the different ranks of the sashes. At the time, it didn't mean much to me. I was more just a friend of Tom's, came out to fight. Everybody was pretty chill. We had up to 30 people sometimes fighting, sometimes more, a lot of times less. Just it wavered.
What's the largest amount of people that you remember ever coming out here?
Out here?
Out here, out on this field.
What was it?
About 80 when we had the second OC Shinai fight with us.
Yeah, it was 80.
About 80.
The secret side of me, I never let you see. I keep it caged, but I can't control it. So stay away from me, the beast is ugly. I feel the rage and I just can't hold it. It's scratching on the walls, in the closet, in the halls. It comes awake and I can't control it. Hiding under the bed, in my body, in my head. Why won't somebody come and save me from this? Make it end. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become, the nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. My secret side I keep hid under lock and key. I keep it caged.
This is me fighting Clint. We broke off into 2 teams, split up evenly. He's got a big shield and he's a very sketty man. But
snap it right in front of the thing.
At this point, all I'm trying to do is peel him away from the rest of his group, and then I run over to fight them instead and leave him isolated. And kind of get a free kill there. Oh, then I forget Tony's alive, and he promptly murders me slowly. This is another instance of separating people and running up and no one paying attention to the other teammates. And then I just whipped the shit out of Justin here, I guess. At this point, he charges me because I'm too far. This is me fighting Clint. He's one of our most seasoned veterans out here. He's got a very large flail and a shield. It's just the two of us sparring between matches. A lot of times we do fights in teams where we just pick a captain, pick a number, and they pick us all one by one. This is an instance of a teammate actually saving me from Andy. What a nice guy. Sometimes we don't always do team fights. We kind of do other stuff as well. Here, just to switch it up, just to break the meta a bit, we do knife fights on a bridge, and because there's not enough room to maneuver fully. Thankfully, I pull the knife out of his hand and get him. We reset and do another fight just to do best 2 out of 3. At this point, Oli does the same thing. He puts an arm around my neck and eventually throws me to the ground. I get kind of stuck. The only thing I can do is try to push him away as best I can to avoid getting stabbed, and that allows the camera to fall right off into the sewer. Perfect.
So this is Ryan and I sparring. We've both been fighting out here for roughly 8 years or so. He brought me out in one of his birthday parties actually, and about 10 of us came out that day, and 7 to 8 of us stuck with it. But 8 years later, we're the only ones who come out now. We push our generation to come out and fight, constantly inviting people down. We hope to see a new generation filling pretty soon.
John, why do you like fighting out here?
Because it's a stress relief, and you know, I like breaking things.
Alec, do you approve of the racist comments we make behind your back?
Yes.
Also, why do you like fighting out here?
I like swords, and it's fun to come out with a group of people who also like swords and fighting. It's good times.
Corey, how long have you been coming out and fighting?
This is my 4th time here today.
What's your impression of it so far?
I'm learning a lot, getting beat up a lot. It's a lot of fun.
Michael, why do you fight out here?
For America.
This is just a quick 2v2 with Ryan, Mike, Corey, and Peter. The basic rules are if you get hit in the arm, you can't use that arm. If you're hit in the leg, you have to walk. 2 legs, you have to stand still. Chest and back count as kills. We play multiple types of games. Generally, we assign captains and they pick teams. We play capture the flag, bridge battles, warlords, and tons of other games like those. So if you were wondering what the main reactions of people are that see us, well, that's pretty much it. For Narnia, we of course get other people harassing us every now and then, but it's really not that common. I don't really know why people yell at a group of guys with swords, but we're all nice and just laugh it off. I think that's really what makes this group fun, is the fact that we're so laid back and have a sense of humor. It really takes a certain type of personality to come out here and fight without caring what people think. It's really not that common in today's society.
What do you want to do?
Peer programming.
Friendly fire to the face.
Yeah, I taught it at the high school.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. You're pretty good then.
I'm not terrible.
Jesus, tomato. I'm gonna break my face on your team.
Yeah.
I don't want to die immediately, actually. That would suck. Getting good footage of that, actually.
So this is just a normal 5v5 battle here. You see Ryan using 2 shnais, which is our main weapon that we use. It's just a bamboo sword, but we also use other weapons. Like you see Josh there has a shield. We use flails, polearms, and everything else, but the shnai is our main weapon. We train with it and have classes in different forms and things like that. And that's really where most of our structure comes from. But we also take things away from fencing and broadsword and other forms of martial arts that incorporate swords. So it's really just multiple different types of martial arts thrown together, and that's what really creates this. So this is just some footage from a tournament we ran maybe 2 or 3 months ago. We have tournaments maybe 2 to 3 times a year, and we get like 30 to 40 people coming out, and it's just a normal bracket. So we have first, second, third place, and so on. There we saw Clint and Jeremy with a knife fight. We also have a free style matchup round, and you can pretty much just do whatever you want. Ryan and I just decided to mess around, and so here we are just kind of playing around with each other here. I think we all fight for a different reason, but most people fight for the stress relief and just to enjoy the martial arts. Everyone who fights with us comes from different walks in life, and if learning anything from coming out, it's really just to learn to accept different people. So although we're just hitting each other with sticks in a way, this is all we want to see from the world, which is just to be accepting.